5 games left in about 8 days. How are you physically going to push through like you've been doing this whole season?
Man, just try to push, man. Just try to push. In some games it'll be better than others, but you just go out there and do what you can.
Seemed like you were getting a kick out of the interplay with the crowd. Obviously, you were down by many points, but they just kept chanting, and you were giving some recognition.
It was great. I'm going to miss Clipper Darrell. I mean, he's such, his passion and enthusiasm for the game and the constant booing in the night, the cheering, and had a couple moments where I was able to acknowledge him and acknowledge the fans here in this building, and yeah, it's been fun.
What do you think for tomorrow night, minutes-wise, for you? Do you know yet? See how you feel in the morning?
As much as I can play, I will play. I will absolutely play. I have 2 home games left. It's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna lace them up and go.
Kobe, what were your emotions as the Clippers was playing the tribute to you?
Emotional. It's crazy to think how far this organization has come itself, and from when I first came into the league, and to where they are now, and all the battles that we've had, and sharing the same building, and it's pretty cool for them to be able to give me that type of tribute, and felt good.
Kobe, ¿cómo te sientes cuando las estrellas de la liga como CP3 habla contigo y te da las gracias porque lo que has hecho para la liga?
Es un gran honor para mí. Sabes que Chris es como hermano para mí, como hermano. Y a ver él, hablar con él y Blake también. Me divierto mucho en juegos como esta noche.
Estuvo a punto de venir él en el 2011. ¿Te hubiera gustado jugar contra él? ¿Te molestó mucho que no viniera a los Lakers?
Claro que sí. Me gustaría mucho jugar con él. Y si él estuvo aquí, la historia será una cosa diferente, ¿no?
¿Tienes mucha presión en estos últimos juegos y cómo está tu cuerpo respondiendo?
Un poquito de dolor ahora, pero voy a jugar duro y con mucha pasión, y estoy muy afortunado de poder jugar estos últimos juegos.
You said you're going to miss Clipper Darrell. Does seeing Chuck the Condor out there make you really think about the new generation that's coming in?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're doing things the right way. I think the organization is doing things the right way. I think they're really looking to turn things around. I think the passion that they're bringing is remarkable. And, Clipper Darrell is just as much as part of this organization. He's been there from the beginning, so he's never going anywhere.
Just the conversation at this stage against like Chris Paul, just the respect and the feelings and like, to go one more time down the floor against him.
No, it's great. I mean, he's a vicious, nasty competitor, and I love that about him. I mean, I absolutely love it. I mean, the All-Star games that we played, we've always had pride in the fact that when we played, we never lost. We didn't play around. It was like, okay, we know the guys want to go out here and have fun and have a good time, but then the second half, we look at each other and say, okay, all right, enough playing around. Let's get the guys in order. Let's have 5 minutes where we just open the game up. And we always did. And I just knew how nasty he was. And so I just loved the guy. I mean, a little bit. I mean, but not much. I mean, just it's more stuff that doesn't even involve the game, really. At this stage in my career, I can kind of see where he's at and where the Clippers are. And a lot of it is just kind of bending my ear a little bit about how to get them to the next level and things of that nature.
Hey Kobe, Doc before the game, he kind of changed his sentiments about 2010, saying that you guys won deservedly and downplayed the whole kind of Perkins injury. What do you think of him kind of changing his team?
That don't matter to me. The ring still shines the same.
Does that ever strike you by surprise? Because, I mean, in 08, finding the reason we're healthy.
No, I think things happen for a reason. We can sit there and say that, but at the same time, after losing those finals, we were able to make some personnel changes and better our team and strengthen our team. And I think things happen the way that they're intended to happen. And for whatever reason, the basketball guys favored us in 2010. Thankful that they did. Because I'd be one miserable SOB if they didn't.
Kobe, based on the physical beating that you've obviously been taking the last couple of years, are you just looking forward to it just be over with at some point? And I know you're probably looking forward to not having to do this here, but.
Oh no, you know, I'm enjoying the moment. I'm able to really stay in the moment and just enjoy it, you know, and I feel comfortable with where I am, and you know, I think I'll feel the same way after the last game, but you know, who knows? Maybe I'll be extremely emotional, maybe I won't be, but I'm just very thankful no matter what. So, you know, it's the time to go.
Kobe, the Warriors lost in OT today, so they'd have to win out to pass the Bulls. So to what extent would that type of thing matter to you versus, you know, winning the title, obviously the ultimate goal?
You know, why do you have to? If you go after one, means you give up the other. I don't understand that. If I'm them and I got a chance to set a record, I'm trying to set the damn record. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care how they feel about it. I don't care what they say about it. If you got a chance to do that, go do it and win a championship.
I know you've won 5 championships, but what is your most memorable basketball moment?
I think 2010, when Meta hit the shot. And because it says so much about us as a team, about him as a person, how much he's evolved and how much we all supported each other. You know, that shot meant more to, I think, me and Meta and Phil and everybody else than I think fans really understand. Because it wasn't about the shot, but it was the fact that as brothers, you know, he had the confidence and understood that he had the support to be able to take that shot. I think that's the most important thing.
Kobe, te has enfrentado contra muchos gran jugadores en tu carrera. ¿Cuál ha sido el jugador que has más disfrutado enfrentando?
No, es difícil el jugador que... Es difícil a nominar uno, porque están muchos jugadores fuertes y muchos jugadores que estaba muy difícil para preparar de jugar contra ellos. Entonces es difícil nominar uno.
Byron was saying just a few moments ago that he was expressing his frustration that no one was matching your intensity or Meta's intensity to try to find different ways to jumpstart all this. What's your overall perspective?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Meta and I talk about it often, and you know, we try to sit there and try to figure out, you know, when did we start doing that? You know, at what age we started doing that, and trying to figure out what that trigger was for us. And you know, Meta, as far as he can remember, he was that way. As far as I can remember, I was that way. You know, watching Meta play in high school, he was that way. And, you know, me out. You know. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to comprehend or understand where that comes from. But at the same time, we've seen players not have that at the beginning and then develop that. So it's just a matter of them developing it at this point.
Yeah, how did they develop?
I'm not really sure. I don't know. I mean, it's you know, you kind of got to go through failures and go through, I think, you know, situations where you feel like you're at rock bottom, and the only thing to do is to fight back. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
But you do believe it's possible?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen. We've seen players develop that as their careers have gone on, for sure.
Cuando estás sentado en la banca estos días, estos últimos juegos, ¿qué piensas cuando estás sentado viendo el juego?
Estoy feliz. Tengo mucha calma y paz you know, dentro de mí. Estoy muy contento.
Kobe, what has been the most impactful or emotional moment on your farewell tour?
Philadelphia, the first game. That was it, because that's where it began for me. You know, so to see a lot of my classmates in the stands and a lot of the ushers that were there when I was, you know, showing up and trying to sneak into the Spectrum, you know, to watch games, you know, when I was 16 years old, you know, to see them there was really special.
What is your message to the young
daughters? How important is that for them? How are they expressing all of the emotions and gratitude that you're receiving?
Well, they understand it, but the thing that I think they understand the most is the work that I put in. You know, because I take them with me. Like, I get up at 6 in the morning, and they'll go to the gym with me. And they'll be on the side shooting or something like that, but they'll watch me work. and they'll be there with me. They'll help me with my ice baths and things like that. So, like, they know the work that goes into it. So when they come to the games and they see me make shots and this, that, and the other, there's things that they've seen me practice hundreds of times before. And that's really the lesson that's the most important. You know, not the hoopla that surrounds it all, but, you know, the work and the commitment.
You talk so much about how important it is to pass on what you've learned about the game to these younger guys. But do you get to a point, like with such a rough season, where you get frustrated, like these messages you're trying to pass aren't getting through?
Patience. It's patience. It comes. It comes. You know, but it's patience and it's consistency in the messaging. You know, if you know, I was, you know, extremely curious and ambitious, more so than they are now. And I asked a lot of questions, and it probably frustrated Tex and Phil and Harper and all those guys quite a bit. But still, they remain patient and continue to teach and continue to educate. So you just got to have patience.
Was it surreal saying goodbye at Staples tonight?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's crazy. It's my last time playing here with this being the Clipper building. So, you know, I was just thankful that I was able to get out there and move around and say thank you.